You know why? I am significantly outside of my style comfort zone right now because I have some flowers in my hair, some cute little baby's breath. I am all dressed up in this little floral getup because we are in the car on the way to go see Little Shop of Horrors at the Pasadena Playhouse. I love the Pasadena Playhouse. I saw Pirates of Penzance there, I guess a year and a half ago, and it was unlike any performance I've ever seen. It was like interactive and fun, and there was an open bar on stage and you had to drink with the pirates. It was crazy. I loved it. And then earlier this year, I went to go see Ragtime, which is one of my favorite shows of all time, and they just did such a beautiful production. So tonight we are on our way back to the theater to go see Little Shop of Horrors starring George Salazar, MJ Rodriguez, Amber Riley. I am so pumped. They're not even telling me to say this. They did invite me to the show, so thank you, Pasadena Playhouse, for having me out tonight, but they are not making me say how much I love Ragtime and Pirates or Little Shop, which I also love. Also, surprise, surprise, I'm with my mommy. Hello.
Just like me.
No! Thanks for being my date tonight.
Yeah, I'm all floral.
I know, look at us, we're twinsies. We even got a matching color palette, look at that. I think one of my favorite things about the Pasadena Playhouse, I love where it's located. Like, Pasadena is just one of the most scenic, beautiful places like in the LA area. Stop trying to tell me that that rock looks like an eagle, Mom. It does not. I think we're also gonna try to grab some dinner over at Trejo's Tacos, which I've never been to before. Have you?
No.
No? Okay, I know that Paul has because Paul...
I'm vegan and gluten-free. Do they have people teeth?
...wears a hat from Trejo's Tacos at least once a week.
Do they have people teeth?
Like, he really loves this place, so...
Use the right lane to merge onto I-210 East.
We are 6 minutes away. It is 6:46. I was running really late when I was getting ready and I was filming and doing some YouTube stuff, so I was afraid that I wasn't gonna be able to go to Trejo's, but I think we're gonna make it in time, so I am pumped. Future Cat, we're parked at P1. Quick little outfit of the day. Sandals are from Aerosol, dress is by Free People, booty shorts are from a pair that I stole from the production of Carrie I was in. Technically the costumer let me keep them, but thanks Ariel. Earrings are from Charming Charlie, purse is by Coach, jacket is by Lucky Brand, and I put the little daisy patches on because I thought they were cute. Look at how gorgeous this table is. Like, I can't stop staring.
I know.
It's so beautiful. The entire just aesthetic of this restaurant is so gorgeous. Update, the chips have arrived. Let's do a quick little taste test. The chips are nice and crisp and salty, and the sauce is like decently spicy. Like, I'd give it like a medium plus.
That is very interesting.
It is. It's very layered. It's not just like a table salsa that you get before your meal. Like, it's an actually decent salsa. We told them we were going to the show tonight, and they brought out our food in less than 10 minutes. The quality of the chicken is through the roof, Mom. You have to take a bite of this.
Yeah. Oh no.
Yeah. I just inhaled that entire quesadilla so fast, and it was so good. I've also run into so many people tonight. I ran into 2 castmates from 2 different shows I've done, and I've run into a whole bunch of subscribers, and I had quesadilla in my mouth, so I didn't pick up the vlog. But if you said hi to me while I was having dinner, hi, so nice to meet you guys. You guys were the sweetest, and I'm so happy I got to meet you. Look how popular this place got all of a sudden. Holy cow, look at this set design. A full crashed car, crumbling cement up there. We've got tummies full of really good Mexican food that I would 10 out of 10 recommend. You're just choosing. What are you doing?
I'm just happy that I got your glass that has so much more than mine.
Oh no, we're trading. I have not drank any of this. Hey, this theater is just so beautiful. Let me get a quick shot of this so you guys can see this. Look at this architecture. spectacular. It's just stunning. Anywho, the show is about to begin, so I guess I will see you guys at intermission or after the show or just at a generally later time after I've watched some really good theater. It is now intermission. I just stepped outside into this little alleyway with this little fountain. Look at this fish. I'm gonna adopt that fish. Holy cow, this show is unlike, well, first off, it's unlike any other Little Shop I've ever seen in my entire life. And just in general, it is so imaginative and fresh. Little Shop is such a standard and a classic that like you kind of have your way that you see Little Shop, and this just breathes an entirely new life into it. I'll definitely be sharing more thoughts after the second act. First off, the puppet design in this production is through the roof crazy, unlike anything I've ever seen. I feel like every production in California rents the same 5 puppets, like it's a package that you can order, and everyone uses the exact same puppets, and this is a completely brand new puppet. It is hot pink, it has legs. The way that they did feed me was insane. It was almost like a dream sequence. Again, I don't want to spoil too much because let me say right now, if you are in Southern California through, I believe, October, this runs here at the Pasadena Playhouse, you need to come see this show. It is Little Shop unlike you've ever seen it, unlike you've ever heard it. Oh my gosh, the harmonies are so tight. George Salazar is so endearing. MJ Rodriguez is the most vulnerable Audrey I've ever seen. Kevin Chamberlin, I didn't even realize he was in the show. He is a fantastic Mr. Mushnick. You guys know him for originating Horton in Seussical and Fester in the Addams Family. Amber Riley is Audrey too. I didn't know that. Her vocals, her choices, it just fits this production so well. I think the show is about to begin again, so I'm going to run back inside and I'll see you guys after the show. Okay, it's about to get a little bit dark because we're about to go onto the freeway, but hang out with us in the dark while we gush about Little Shop for a little bit. I promise it'll get brighter in just a second, but we need to talk. What a show. I'm gonna try to brighten you guys up so you guys can actually see us. I would put this in at least my top 5 favorite Los Angeles performances I've ever seen. Yeah?
Oh yeah.
Just
absolutely.
Overall productions, just the cast, the unique twist they put on it, just overall definitely in my top 5. It was really, really innovative and really fresh. I gotta say, especially in a show with such a small cast, it was the cast that really brought this together. George Salazar's Seymour was so endearing. Like, he was, again, he had that perfect balance of actually being quirky and not trying to be quirky.
Very real.
Yeah,
very real.
I think that was a very interesting take on this entire production. It was incredibly realistic. You know, Little Shop is so often played as, you know, a very, very high stakes comedy, horror, parody sort of show. And this wasn't. This was a very real, modern retelling of Little Shop, which I think it's just unlike anything I've ever seen. And I think overall it worked wildly well. I gotta say, the 3 urchins, Crystal, Ronette, and Chiffon, were fantastic. I don't have a playbill in front of me, and I wish I did, because all 3 of those girls had voices and energies. I think, in my opinion, they stole the show. MJ Rodriguez was the most vulnerable, real Audrey I have ever seen or heard ever, and so different in the way that, like, Audrey is always like the funny, dumb blonde eye candy, and MJ made her so real and so driven and smart. Like, she was a fully formed person. She just wasn't an accessory for Seymour. You could see why Seymour actually liked her, aside from just being pretty. I just wanted to mention how cool it was that they had a trans actress of color playing Audrey. This role, if you're not familiar with Little Shop, is almost exclusively played by cis white women. So cool to see some diversity in who's playing Audrey, and such a different take on her too entirely. Okay, wait, is it in focus again? Sorry, I had to shut off the camera for a while so I could try to get it back. It's kind of working-ish. We gotta talk about Amber Riley as Audrey too.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh! I'm really partial to a female Audrey too, personally. I've seen it done a couple of times, and I really like that.
This was my first female
really?
Audrey.
What did you think of a female Audrey too?
Oh, well, yeah, absolutely. I think, you know what? She was more cunning as a female.
Yeah.
You know, and more vampy.
Again, tied into the puppetry choice, because I really don't want to give anything away when it comes to the puppetry with what they did here, because it was so different than any other kind of puppetry I've seen in this show, but they didn't use size as an intimidation factor.
Right.
Yeah. The like neutral puppet looked like if you took the Demogorgon from Stranger Things clubbing, and I am not mad about it. Like, I am into it. They made the plant a lot less cartoony and less of a character, and I think they needed to do that in order to fit in with the narrative and the way that they were telling the story. I kind of missed having the plant as a character, like it wasn't talking and it wasn't like in the scene. It was, again, kind of more of a psychological thriller. I get what they're doing, kind of missed it, but again, it was just cool to see a new take on it. Also, I would say if you're going to see the show, which again, I cannot recommend it enough, I'll put ticket info in the link down below. This might be a show worth getting seats closer to the front. We were in row L and we were having problems hearing, and that's not the first time at this theater. So I would say scooch up if you can. If not, don't worry about it. Just go see the show because it is worth it. A phenomenal production.
Yeah.
Really, really neat. The set design, puppetry design, the entire thing was not played for laughs. It was just a very real take on Little Shop and a very modern take. Again, thank you to the Pasadena Playhouse for having us. We had a phenomenal night. This is technically regional. This is a regional production. This is not touring. They're not doing a cast album. This isn't, like, to the best of my knowledge, going anywhere.
No,
this is an exclusive.
It
was an original production.
For the Pasadena Playhouse.
It was an original production designed for the Pasadena Playhouse, and it is being performed exclusively at the Pasadena Playhouse through this October. Ticket link down below. You need to check it out. I am so tired. This was a great night. Good food, great theater. Let's go to bed. I hope you guys had fun hanging out with us at Little Shop of Horrors at the Pasadena Playhouse. Okay, last thing I'm gonna say ever, and then I'm going to stop gushing about how good this production of Little Shop is. Minor spoiler. Audrey wearing the sweatshirt that Seymour wore.
Oh,
in
yes.
the first.
You noticed that too?
That
oh my gosh.
Broke me. When Audrey came out for Sominex right before she dies, she was wearing the sweatshirt that Seymour wears in the first scene as like a sleeve shirt.
Sweet. That was all.
Just broke my heart. It was good on you, costume designer. You destroyed us all. I hope you guys had fun. I'll see you real soon. Bye. Do you want to say bye? Bye.